There is a subtle whisper inside you, soft as a breeze at dawn, that nudges you awake from the comfortable trance of everyday life, inviting you to question what you once took for granted. Perhaps you have noticed moments when your heart quickens at the thought of something greater, yet your mind clings to familiar comforts, pulling you back into a state of sweet unrest. This inner tug might feel like a gentle unrest stirring your soul, signaling that a journey of profound transformation is patiently waiting beyond the horizon of your current reality. On this path of awakening, we move through 3 stages, each woven with its own gifts and trials, guiding us step by step toward deeper clarity, compassion, and purpose. The first stage is a season of inner restlessness and doubt, where the very foundations of your beliefs tremble under the gentle pressure of awakening, urging you to look inward with honest eyes. In the second stage, your senses expand like petals unfolding at sunrise, revealing a heightened intuition and the rising of shadows within, as all that you have denied or hidden steps forward to be seen. Finally, the third stage emerges as a luminous convergence of oneness and life purpose, when the world around you and the world within you harmonize into a singular tapestry of meaning. Over the next 2 minutes, we will walk gently through each of these stages, illuminating the signposts that show where you stand and offering practical tools, practices of meditation, journaling, and compassionate inquiry to guide your steps. By the end of this introduction, you will hold a clear mirror to your own journey, able to recognize the stage you are navigating and armed with simple yet profound steps to move forward with confidence and grace. Each image you see will serve as a window into the landscape of your inner world, inviting your heart and mind to feel the truth of these words as if they were whispered directly to your soul. Let us embark together on this intimate voyage, trusting that every moment of uncertainty carries within it the seed of awakening, waiting patiently to blossom in the light of your awareness. Stage 1. Deep dive, restlessness, and disillusionment. As the sun slumbers on the horizon, you awaken with a restlessness that hums beneath your skin, whispering truths you cannot yet speak. It feels as though the melody of your daily existence has grown discordant, each familiar note now carrying a tremor of longing you cannot ignore. Does your daily routine ever leave you feeling empty, as if you are merely going through motions that no longer resonate with the depths of your heart? Perhaps you have found yourself rising before dawn, slipping out into silent streets with nothing but a cup of warm tea and an unshakable sense that there is more awaiting you just beyond the morning mist. In the Majjhima Nikaya, the Buddha invites us to question the comforts we cling to, reminding us that true awakening often begins with courageous inquiry into the very foundations of our assumed realities. This inner unrest is not a sign of collapse but a gentle summons, a luminous invitation beckoning you toward a horizon of deeper understanding. As the old narrative fades, you stand at the threshold of discovery where uncertainty becomes fertile soil for transformation and growth. Even if the ground seems shaky beneath your feet, remember that this trembling forms the first steps on a journey that will align you with the pulse of your own soul. Every pulse of unease, every ache of dissatisfaction is a guiding torch, illuminating cracks in the walls of your old identity and promising a path toward truer resonance. Tools for navigating Stage 1. To tend to the tremors of your heart, you can begin by offering yourself 2 minutes of quiet meditation where you simply anchor your awareness to the rise and fall of your breath, observing each moment of restlessness without judgment. Allow each inhalation to welcome the unease as a guest, and each exhalation to release the tension as if clouds dissipating into a vast, starry sky, holding your thoughts lightly like drifting petals. When you feel ready, reach for a journal and tenderly ask yourself, list 3 doubts or longings you felt this week. What teachings might they carry if you listened with an open heart? Trust the ink as it flows unhindered, each stroke illuminating hidden corridors within your soul, guiding you toward truths that have quietly waited for your attention. And though this inner work is deeply personal, you need not walk alone. Seek out a circle of kindred spirits online or confide in a trusted friend who will cradle your reflections with gentle understanding. In speaking your inner truths aloud, whether through typed words in a message or whispered confessions by candlelight, you give voice to insights that solitude alone would keep hidden. Stage 2. Heightened sensitivity and intuition. Stage 2 unfolds like a tapestry woven from the threads of heightened perception, where the ordinary world shimmers with hidden layers of meaning, and the simplest moments open like secret doors into the heart of existence. In this second realm, the gentle rustle of leaves might echo as a profound message. A single raindrop on your skin can feel like the beating pulse of the universe, and each breath you take becomes a sacred rhythm, guiding you deeper into awareness. Anna, a 30-year-old barista who once poured coffee by rote, discovered one evening that by the soft glow of a solitary candle, she could feel the pulse of her own soul. As she journaled in delicate script, each word seemed to open her eyes to a life she had never truly seen. Have you ever found yourself moved to tears by the pastel promise of sunrise, or caught in the gentle current of a familiar song that suddenly reveals its hidden depth, touching places within you never knew existed? As Eckhart Tolle reminds us, realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have, for it is here, in this breath, in this heartbeat, that your truest guide emerges, illuminating choices with a clarity no thought alone can provide. In the hush of this awakened sensitivity, your intuition speaks in whispers, soft yet unwavering, urging you to trust the subtle currents guiding each step, even when the path ahead remains unseen. This stage invites you to lean into every sensation, to honor the delicate balance between shadow and light, and to allow each profound moment to steer you closer to the truth that has been waiting in the wings of your own awareness. Meeting and integrating the shadow. We all carry within us a shadow self, a tapestry of repressed fears, dormant anger, and hidden gifts that have been tucked away in the corridors of our unconscious, waiting patiently to be acknowledged and embraced. When a seemingly small critique sparks an unexpected storm of rage, it reveals the inner voice of not good enough that has long watched from the wings, demanding recognition. To meet this shadow with compassion, pause in gentle self-inquiry and softly ask, what emotion surprised me today and what story lies beneath its tremor? Then reach for a journal as a sacred vessel, allowing therapeutic writing to pour out the unspoken truths, each word a lantern illuminating hidden chambers of the soul. By turning toward these once-feared parts of yourself with kindness instead of shame, you unearth seeds of creativity, reservoirs of resilience, and wells of inner strength that have long awaited your welcome. Each act of mindful integration dissolves the walls you built against your own heart, replacing separation with bridges of understanding that weave together light and shadow into a unified whole. Embracing your shadow becomes a lifelong dance, a tender dialogue where every discovery of what was hidden brings you closer to the profound wholeness you were always destined to embody. Stage 3. Oneness, Purpose, and Expanded Perception. In this final stage, the boundaries between self and other dissolve into a luminous web of connection where empathy gently unfurls in place of judgment and you feel the heartbeat of every being echoing within your own. Have you noticed how a simple gesture, a warm smile offered without expectation, a kind word spoken in passing, can send ripples of meaning through your day as if the universe itself responds in grateful harmony? As this profound sense of unity takes root, your everyday choices begin to align with a clear inner mission, guiding your steps like a silent compass that points toward acts of genuine service and authentic expression. You begin to perceive reality not as a fixed stage but as a kaleidoscope of possible worlds, each shaped by the subtle intentions behind your thoughts and the quiet conviction of your heart. In every moment, you sense your role not as a passive observer but as a conscious co-creator, weaving your unique thread into the grand tapestry of existence with mindful intention and heartfelt purpose. Challenges no longer appear as obstacles but as portals to deeper wisdom, inviting you to embrace each test with the courage to know that every difficulty carries the seed of transformation. In this expanded awareness, true freedom blossoms when your actions flow effortlessly from the authentic core of your being, illuminating your path and inspiring all who witness your journey to awaken alongside you. The ongoing journey and daily integration. Awakening is not a finish line but a river flowing through every moment, reminding you that there is no end point, only an ever-unfolding path of discovery and wonder. Each dawn, as the world gently stirs, you open a journal and tenderly pose one or two questions. Like, what intention will guide me today? Inviting clarity to bloom on the blank page. When the sun reaches its zenith and responsibilities tug at your attention, you pause for 5 breaths of mindful awareness, feeling each inhale and exhale as precious anchors in the whirlwind of life. As twilight descends, you carve out a quiet moment to reflect on a single spark of growth. A compassionate word spoken, a fear faced, a choice made, and honor it as a seed of transformation. And when tension flares, whether in a family conversation or a demanding work email, you begin by observing the storm within, naming the rising emotions before they claim you. In that sacred pause, reaction softens into presence and you discover that true strength lies not in control but in the gentle embrace of your own feelings. These daily practices weave together into a tapestry of ongoing awakening, each breath and choice a thread that draws you ever closer to the radiant essence at the core of your being. As we draw this sacred journey to a close, let us gently revisit the 3 profound stages you have courageously navigated, the tender stirrings of inner restlessness that beckon you to question the familiar shores of comfort, the blossoming of heightened sensitivity that reveals the hidden language of intuition and invites you into a courageous dance with your shadow, and the luminous emergence of oneness and life purpose that weaves each moment of your existence into the vast, interconnected tapestry of all that is. In the first awakening, the simple practices of breath-anchored meditation and tender journaling served as lanterns lighting your way through doubt, inviting you to treat every tremor of unease not as a fault but as a sacred messenger guiding you toward deeper self-knowing. In the second realm of heightened perception, you unfurled your senses like petals at sunrise, embracing each whisper of intuition and every encounter with your shadow as the fertile soil from which creativity, resilience, and unimagined strengths could bloom. In the third stage, conscious integration of daily rituals. Pausing for mindful breath, choosing actions aligned with your deepest values, and meeting each moment with compassionate presence, became the silent compass that aligns your steps with the true calling of your soul. Which of these stages resonates most deeply with the rhythms of your own journey, and what tender insight has this exploration sparked in the quiet chambers of your heart? Share your reflections in the comments below and let your story become a guiding light for another seeker. If these words have kindled a spark of understanding within you, please offer your support by liking this video, subscribing to walk alongside our growing community, and joining our Facebook circle where we cradle one another's reflections in gentle compassion. Remember always that you are never alone on this winding path of awakening. Every challenge you face is but a luminous portal to deeper freedom, and each step you take is a testament to the boundless capacity of your spirit to grow, love, and awaken more fully to the beauty of being.